Hi, everybody. I'm Don Reilley. I'm the Executive Vice President of Publisher Partnerships. I started with Scuti in August of this year. And what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is monetization and retention. This is my first time at this conference in a very long time. And I'm excited to see so many people here. I don't think I've ever seen it this big. It's incredibly exciting coming out of COVID and getting back into people being together and being able to talk face to face and exchange ideas and exchange ways that we can improve the gaming space. The reason why I joined Scuti, I've been in the gaming space for 20 plus years, is Scuti is the first company that I've come across in a long time that really is looking to create equal benefit amongst three parts: brands, advertisers, the publishers and developers themselves, and most importantly, the gamers themselves. In my years, I know that we've created great games for gamers, but from a mobile perspective, from a HTML5 perspective, we haven't created a great monetization world for the gamers. And at Scuti, we believe that we are in a position to change that. Our company it's really exciting because everyone at our company has over 20 plus years in the gaming space. I mentioned myself, our founder, Nicholas Langano, Ed Zobrist, Paul Sams, Jim Vievert. All of these people have been involved in the gaming space for a very long time, and they have been responsible for creating some of the best games in the industry and bringing some of the best entertainment to gamers in the industry. Nicholas and Mitch Davis also founded a small company called Massive about 18 years ago, which pioneered in-game advertising. It was revolutionary at the time. It was a company that was purchased by Microsoft back then, and it was really about putting billboards in games, putting branded advertising in games, and it was incredibly exciting then. And we have come to the place now where it's time to evolve that, make that better, make it a full funnel opportunity for brands and advertisers out there, and reward gamers for engaging with this. We have seen, and actually I've had the opportunity to sit in on a lot of panels and presentations today, and a lot of what I've been hearing is there are some issues in the industry right now. Game monetization is flawed as it is today, right? Game monetization, in a lot of respects, is an afterthought. It's not part of the game development, and in a lot of cases, it is really important to put out the best experience entertainment-wise for the gamer. But if you're not thinking about monetization early on, then that part is kind of tacked on at the back, and it becomes a problem. And it becomes problematic not only for the gamer, but for the publisher and the developer who's created an experience where it is not good for the gamer, and the gamer's leaving the game. We are seeing things like acquisition costs are rising, getting new players. I was presenting at the Hyper Casual Games Conference a couple weeks ago, and a lot of talk was a lot of developers and publishers are building in 30-40% of their gamers leaving their game, and that they've got to go and spend money to bring those gamers back. We don't want that experience anymore. We want to create an experience and a partnership with developers and publishers that does not mean we're kicking players out of games in order to generate revenue from them. We want to create an experience where those gamers are earning rewards, wanting to spend more time in your games, and we're being able to monetize and show these gamers other games that they can be participating in, having a great experience while generating rewards. It's all about the rewards. Wow, these slides didn't come out as well as they looked when they were on my computer, so forgive me. Some of the challenges that we're going into, obviously there are ad constraints that are going on. We are in a recession and game sales are falling a little bit. There are tighter ad spends. There are more places for advertising agencies and brands to look at and decide where to put their money, right? And because of all of this, we are seeing a decrease in the eCPMs that game publishers are getting from traditional advertising, right? And there is a ton more competition out there. We want to create a solution that addresses all of this stuff, but it addresses all of this stuff in a way that is of immense value to the gamer. So all of these ad revenues game revenues are shrinking across the board. Advertising, in-game purchases, subscriptions. We saw earlier in the opening address that this is 2022 was the first time in the games industry where the industry was down a little bit. It's time to bring it back. I'm confident that 2023 will be a great year. I hope you guys are confident that 2023 will be a great year. So what we want to do is, what we've done is created a new system, a new SDK that doesn't allow for cannibalization, right? So everything we do is additive to what publishers and developers are already doing in the space. We are not asking a single publisher or developer to change what they're doing. We're giving them an option to work with us also, bring our technology into the fold and create some additional revenue streams. In-game purchases, we want to increase. Advertising, eCPMs, we want to increase. Subscriptions, we want to increase. We are looking to increase the entire ecosystem across the board. We do know that only 5% of gamers are making in-game purchases today. But we've also been told, and we've done some research that says 51% of gamers would love to buy physical goods from their games. These are people who are already in the market, who are buying physical goods outside of the gaming experience. We want to provide them that experience in the gaming experience and allow publishers and developers to take part in the revenue that they're generating. This video has already played, so I'm going to skip through it. So what we're offering is a better way to do this, right? We're offering a way to optimize game retention and the lifetime value of the players. We want to provide a much better player experience, so nothing that we do is interruptive to what the gamers are there to do. The gamers are there to play the game, enjoy the game, earn rewards for playing that game. We are not interrupting that experience in any way, shape, or form. Because of our reward system, we want to engage players better, make it more fun for them, create a gamification of the entire ecosystem, and help the publishers and developers out there to acquire more players. We are player approved. It's really important that we have a conversation coming from this space. Like I mentioned earlier, we have all spent a lot of time talking to gamers and getting an understanding of what it is they are looking for in a gaming experience, what they are looking for in a rewards experience. So we've gone out and we've talked to a number of players, and everything we do is player approved. Is there volume on this?
I get rewarded every time I play and every time I shop. Every time I buy a product from the Scuti store, they give me 5% back in rewards. So I get to find cool stuff I want and get rewards back, and then get to use that in the game. I even score rewards just for opening Scuti in my game lobby. And get this, I can exchange the rewards that I earn to make in-game purchases and buy new products. And what's really cool is the Scutis I earn can be used in any of my favorite games. You're gonna love Scuti. They're gonna be your new best friend because they're doing it right. They reward you for your play.
So the rewards, we see them as simple honey to the entire equation, right? These rewards are meant to be universal rewards. These rewards are meant to carry from game to game. And what's really important is that these rewards don't need to be used simply in the game. They can be used to buy physical products in our Scuti marketplace. They can be used as in-game native credits, digital items, charitable donations, and peer-to-peer, right? There is games out there that are entering into peer-to-peer wagering, and so these rewards can be used for that as well. The rewards are a very simple equation. 1,000 Scuti rewards equals $1, right? It is real currency. It is real currency that is being paid for by the brands that we're working with. We have a whole second side of our house that is curating brand partnerships, not only from an advertising perspective, but from an in-store marketplace perspective. And they understand that this is an audience that they want to get into, and giving them an opportunity to buy their products in the gaming environment is only going to help them as well. Therefore, they are more than willing to offer back 5% on the sale of a product in the form of rewards. So again, it is an ecosystem that works for everybody, for the publishers, the developers, for the players themselves, and for the brands. We're out there. We're not a single solution fits all. We are in a position, because we understand the space so well, is that we can create tailored solutions. So one developer and publisher may want to take on everything we're doing: G-commerce, rewarded ads, in-game level rewards. Other publishers may say, I just want to participate in your rewards program. I want to use your rewards program as a way to acquire new gamers in my space. Everything we do is customizable and tailored to the experience that publishers and developers want to have for their gamers. Again, it is all about the gamers. It is all about giving them something back for participating, for playing our games, for participating in this form of entertainment. And we want to make sure that our experience fits with what your gamers want. Some of the things that we're starting to see now is physical products as rewards. Play 5 levels and you can get a coupon, buy one large fries from McDonald's, get one free. Companies like McDonald's will do this all day long. Companies like McDonald's know that if you're given a coupon for a free order of fries, you're going to come into McDonald's and you're not just going to buy fries. You're going to buy that one fry, get one free, and buy a couple burgers, right? So it is easy for the partners that we're talking to get behind this and offer up real physical rewards to gamers for finishing something that we as developers and publishers want. We want people spending more time in our games. Community rewards. We want all of our publishers, and they don't have to do this, but we would love for all of our publishers to think about pooling rewards that allow our players to stay for longer periods of time and offer up large daily and weekly prizes. Again, it's about increasing the level of gameplay, increasing the retention, getting people coming back. You know, if you come back every day to earn your rewards in Scuti, you also want to come back every day to earn your rewards in the game that you are currently playing. We truly believe that rewarded G-commerce and fortified in-games ads is going to be the solution. We as a company, Scuti, are starting to work with some of the larger in-game advertising companies that are strictly branding focused. And we want to work with them to create a solution that will allow an advertiser, after they've played a game, go into a Scuti store and be able to see the top 5 products of the billboards that they saw, right? So we want to create a full funnel solution for all brands out there, for all agencies out there. You know, the in-game stuff is simply branding. We've got branding all the way down to actually selling of products. If we can connect the two, we've created a real experience for the gamer. We've created an experience where they see a product and are able at a later time to go into a Scuti marketplace and purchase that product. And they walk away, everyone walks away happy, and the gamer has been given some rewards for taking that action. We also are intent and committed to driving user acquisition. So every single publisher and developer that has a game within the Scuti network, we have created a space within the Scuti marketplace where our gamers can go and find every other game that is participating in the Scuti marketplace. Every other game where they can take their rewards they've earned from one game and go take them and use them into other games. We think it's incredibly important for gamers to have access to all the games that are connected to the Scuti marketplace. And as publishers and developers, I also think it's a great acquisition opportunity for you guys. It's not going to cost developers and publishers anything to be a part of this, and it will increase your acquired users and hopefully increase the retention you have of your existing users. So not only is Scuti a revenue driver in a number of different ways, but it should also cut down on acquisition costs and retention costs. We are absolutely committed to putting the player first. There's no interrupting of gameplay. Obviously, like I've said on a number of occasions, it's a universal reward system. The other side of our house is working diligently with top ad agencies, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a second, to curate the right ad products. We are not doing any cookies, no tracking whatsoever. a user will come in and they will give us information. We request it, and they give it to us freely. We are using that information to put the right products in front of them and create a world where they are seeing the products that are of value to them, products that they want to buy, ads that are relevant for them in an experience that's not interrupting their gameplay, and more importantly, not kicking them out of gameplay because they've clicked on an ad. Mentioned earlier, we have a strategic partnership with the Publicis Group, the largest agency holding company in the world. They are anxious and ready to bring all of these brands that you see here, but all of the brands in their portfolio into the fold as a way to create a full funnel marketing campaign for their partners. They understand that the gaming audience is an incredibly hard audience to get in front of, but it's an incredibly strong audience and an audience that they need to get in front of, and they see us as one of the many solutions that they're going to undertake as a way to get in front of this audience in a really smart, fun way, and a way that will produce results for their brand partners. One of the other things is that coming this spring, a TV show that will be on Amazon Prime called Game Master will be launching. We've connected with the producers of that show, and we've been awarded the exclusive G-Commerce and Rewards partnership of the Game Master show. The Game Master show is going to be like The Voice for gaming. 10 gamers will be living in a house. They will be playing multiple games across multiple genres, and the idea is to find the best gamer out there. It's not esports. It's really about finding who the greatest gamer is. The show is already, Amazon's committed to the show for 3 seasons, 13 episodes per season. But from a marketing perspective, they're estimating about 93 million viewers in 5 countries. And they are utilizing 50,000 micro-influencers or influencers to promote the show. Where we live in that show is we will be part of the branding in the show, but more importantly, we will be giving every single viewer of that show an opportunity to earn Scuti rewards for taking an action, a barcode, asking them to do something after viewership or while during viewership of that show. So we are going to have a ton of Scutis out there that now we need to go work and bring more games on board so that those players can go spend those Scutis. It's really exciting for us. It's exciting for the gaming industry, and it's exciting for everybody, including these 50 micro-influencers who we hope to kind of elevate to the next level and get them to be the rock stars, be the ninjas of the influencer world, if you will. By the end of this year, we estimate having about 100 million monthly active users in our network. And again, retention, revenue generation, acquisition. These are a lot of people that we would love to attach to the games of the publishers and developers in this room. So again, how we are out there optimizing game returns, it's through G-Commerce. Everybody on a sale of a product, we share in the revenue of that sale of that product. So if it's a $100 pair of Nikes, we keep 15%. We share that evenly with our publishing partner. There is rewarded Scutis at a minimum $40 CPM. And then there are the rewards that our users are going to take and put back into the games that they're playing. It's like airline miles. You can't cash those out. You've got to use them, right? And the idea is that the more rewards we give, the more they will participate in games. And we believe in being incredibly transparent in everything we do, which is why we were comfortable putting this up on the screen. A game with 100,000 daily active users. Over the course of working with Scuti on some very conservative numbers and percentages, we know that we can generate $1.2 million in revenue a year for that one game at 100,000 DAUs, right? So we're incredibly transparent about what we do. We're incredibly transparent with everybody that we work with. And what is really important is not just the revenue that we're generating, that along with this revenue, it is the rewards that go back to the gamers to keep them engaged, keep them happy, and keep this the #1 form of entertainment. We know that gamers hate ads that interrupt their experience, one, hate ads that kick them out of the game that they're in, and more importantly, we know that one G-commerce interaction will replace what would take 5 months to generate in disruptive advertising. We know that everything we do is highly engaging. Our users come back to us, 20% of our users come back to us daily, and almost 7% of them are taking an action by buying a product. So we know that the people already within the Scuti network are highly engaged and active within the Scuti network. And we've been fortunate enough to get some press, and all the press is saying is that Scuti fixes monetization. I see that my time is up. So again, just to reiterate, it only takes 24 hours to integrate. It is all about the players and the games, extending the lifetime value of every gamer out there. It's about not cannibalizing what publishers and developers are already doing from a monetization perspective, but being additive to that. And that's it. I'd love an opportunity to meet with all of you guys. I thought I was going to leave some time for questions. I apologize, it did not. But I'd be happy to meet with every single one of you one-on-one and provide more detail on what we're doing at Scuti.
Great, thank you very much.